I'm back, guys. Yeah. Like I said in the beginning of this section, knowledge. Knowledge and intelligence are related. Know that your knowledge can never surpass the amounts of intelligence that you let yourself have. And so if your intelligence has been suppressed, then your knowledge is suppressed too. On the other end, intelligence comes from within. It is already in you. It is you, and you are infinite. Hold on. And you are infinite, and so does your intelligence. It just had to be known and found again. But because of the suppression and life-controlling state of society, people are led to believe that they are not intelligent enough because they do not have a diploma or a degree or any piece of paper that proves that they are accomplished citizens on that matter. So people have come to think of themselves and others as just a vision of society wants or makes of them. Preconceived perceptions of people. But what does a piece of paper says about who they are? Do they really know who they are? Or are they just what is written on a piece of paper for them? And does having more knowledge really determine who you are? Suppression of the senses. Next. The only thing that each and every one of us has and own is our senses. Your senses are your tools to help you see the world as it really is. You should never suppress or ignore them. Some people say we live too much in the 5 sense world. Yes, but this is where they see it wrongly. Our senses are part of us. But the problem with the senses is that people are addicted too much to them, and especially to the pleasure they procure like sex, drugs, alcohol, etc. People are led to believe that what your senses are telling you is what it is, and only what there is. And this is what makes reality. The senses are only a reaction of the exterior world acting upon you, and is only, again, in your mind, a perception. Know the origin of the sensation you are feeling. What you feel is only one part of it. What you feel is only one part of it. It is only the effect of the action on the physical the senses pick up. Because for every action there is a reaction. For every action there is a reaction. If the senses only react to an action in the physical, then what is and where is the action takes place? It is in the unseen, the empty space, in the dark matter, or in the spiritual plane, depending on your so-called belief. The only real place it happens is in your mind. Your thoughts, you and everyone else's thoughts, is what makes the action and populate the unseen world that is all around you. This is the part that have been suppressed out of knowledge. A part that cannot be seen and cannot be touched, and surely not a thing that can be put on any piece of paper. It cannot be explained by anything. It got to be experienced. It is not a thing, nor nothing. It can only be sensed with the fullness of your senses. If I tell you there exists an even greater world just outside of the range of the senses, what will you think? But by the work of society and the veil put upon us, people learn to trust only what they see and what they've been told. And by that, they only use parts of their senses. If I tell you, part of their senses, what will you think? But by the work society and the veil put upon us, people learn to trust only what they see and what they've been told. And by that, they only use part of their senses. All of that because of the way we have been led to behave and told how to use our tools. So began the suppression of the innate and simple way that we should have always known and followed in our life, our instincts. Hard to believe that cannot be seen these days. Hard to believe something that cannot be seen these days. Yeah. But there are some simple examples of everyday things that proves the presence of unseen forces or energies all around us. Take the air, for instance. You cannot see it, but you know it is there. It is a very important part of your life. Take the rays of the sun. You cannot see them, but your eyes, or can you grab them with your hands, but you definitely can feel it on your body. And it is part of your and everyone's everyday life too. I could say gravity too, but the way it has been taught about is wrong. I will not go and explain why that is right now. Are those too subtle, too normal, too everyday life to notice? That it is the unseen, the untouchable, the emptiness, where everything is going on? There are only examples of many other phenomena that prove the existence of an unseen force, and that there is much more to this world that meets the eyes. That is why people need to relearn everything, how to use their senses to the fullest, not only for the physical pleasure or pain, but to have the experience of it, the true meaning of it, without thinking of it as a thing, but just enjoying the moment, the experience you are having of it, not to be driven by it. People have had an addiction problem for so long, and they do not even know about it. They are addicted to their senses, addicted to the pleasure of it, what it procures, not knowing the true nature of it, and let the pleasures guide their lives. This is a great barrier to cross, and one of the most of the people do not want to let go and let the pleasures of life take control. It is good to have pleasures as long as it is only an experience, not your life. Lots of people only live for pleasure, maybe to escape this place that they do not like, or maybe just because they do not understand any of it. Maybe they do not understand any of it. So they resort to something that they think they know and think is real. Yeah. No, it is because they do not see the meaning of it and everything else while having this veil of society. And wanting to escape reality is to fear life, and fear creates walls, border, and unhappiness. Unhappiness. Even if in the first place you thought of having the experience of pleasure was in your mind supposed to bring you some form of happiness, some form of happiness, The thing is, if you are not happy with yourself fully, how can you bring happiness to others while you don't even understand your own self-fulfillness? I'll come back with the rest. Fulfillness. What is self-fulfillness? Very interesting document. Very interesting document. Now I gotta go, so I'll keep going with the rest. Another day. Give thanks for life. Rise and shine. Live your dreams. Give it all you got. Don't listen to bad-minded people. And do what you have to do. Live your life today. Most important, live your life today. You don't know what tomorrow brings, so rise and shine. Yeah. Okay, guys, he's out. Bless up.